Greetings, welcome to my channel, Spine and Shine. My name is Sandra Roberts, the Sand Goddess. And here at Spine and Shine, we encourage Black women to stand in their organic truth without the need of society's approval. And we're going to do that by using history, healing, and spiritual practices to return to a space of self-awareness. Today, I'm responding to the YouTuber Tee Noir, her video titled Society versus the Average Looking Black Woman. First of all, shout out to you, Tee Noir. I was highly impressed. You had me at, I'm here to shake some shit up. I just love the profanity. The profanity is sprinkled with lots of intellect. You're a thinker. I like that. You know, I haven't seen many videos, but that one got my attention. Now I'm subscribed and I will be watching. This video today is to elaborate where you ended, looking within, because the word regular was used a lot. Yeah, we've kind of coined the word regular today, but that in itself doesn't describe the Black woman. The Black woman is everything but regular. We've been made to feel that we're regular. Exotic was the regular Black woman. If we want to call her that, and I'm using that term loosely. She was on the pedestal. She was the exotic. To now see where we're considered to be regular, just regular, oh, you have no accent. Oh, there's nothing exotic about you. Oh, you just from Detroit. We are definitely the original Black woman. Everything else trickles down from us. There would be nothing exotic without the original woman. Reminds me of TikTok. You know, you have the original Black woman. She's the original. She's the first video. Everything after that, it's mimicking, because we come in all shades, all sizes, all features. The enemy, the colonizer, found a means to divide and conquer using color, using differences. We create the content that best represents who we are. We have now the tools to create the image that we want to see. Issa Rae is cool. You use Issa Rae in your example. She's still Hollywood. Examples that you gave of some of the rappers, some of the female artists, they are a brand. They are part of a system that says this is what we want other people to want to be like, because if they don't already look like that, they can buy our product. We really have to begin to love who we are. We have to learn to do that. No one outside of us is going to teach us to love us. In fact, they're making money off the fact that you don't love yourself. And listening to everybody, or you looking at other, people who pay attention to those people. And we don't even know if those people are really paying attention to those people. That's still part of an industry. People are paid just like any other platform. You can have people pay to look at your channel or pay for followers. You're not going to buy a product unless you were already somehow feeling some way about yourself. Why would the quote regular Black woman not be projected as desirable, but everywhere you look, people want to be like her? Everybody, even men mock, imitate, mimic the Black woman. This is about getting back to who we originally are as Black women. She's not diluted. So her features are broad. Her skin is dark. Her hair is nappy. She's original. We can say she's regular. We can say she's exotic. Whatever it is, everything else is a copycat of her. Now, it is up to us, not just again to look inward, but it's up to us to use these platforms to promote the original. That means we have to stop buying products that make us look a certain way to change who we are. We have to start honoring women who best reflect or represent a woman that's not represented often. The everyday Black woman has to be put on a pedestal by us. We have to do that. And here's a perfect opportunity because we have these platforms to do it. We're content creators who can now create an award show. that looks at other YouTubers that we want to see on a pedestal, that we have respect for. We like the way this sister looks. She looks like us. It's been taught to our men as well, have been taught to view something a certain way in a woman. This woman, she's beautiful. This person is less attractive because their hair is this way, their skin is this way. If you have a music video, a red bone, if you will, you got to have a red bone. You got to sing about a red bone. Now, your mama's black as all get out. You're black as all get out. But a red bone, that's a sense of accomplishment. You've made it. You can't get a regular black woman. When you've made it, you got money now. You can't have the girl next door now that you've made it. It's part of success. You need these things. It's just like changing neighborhoods. It's like getting a different type of car. The status comes with all of it, how your woman looks, and that woman has to look like what the larger society has said. You made it. You haven't made it if you're still dealing with next door looking girls. Oh, and our boys learn that as well. If mommy is in the mirror constantly changing herself to look like what's outside of who she is, then what does he learn to love? Who does he learn to love? What images does he learn to love as well? So it is definitely back to us in terms of it coming from within, teaching it, modeling it, setting examples where we shine light on women who are, quote, regular, who are beautiful in their organic truth, in their organic features, in their organic hair, whatever that is. Balancing the narrative, balancing the representation of what that looks like is up to us, especially as content creators. There's no excuse. Those people don't even exist without us. There is no celebrity. Their image is fed to us because actually we give it life. We're the most crucial. And you mentioned that with Beyonce. When you had more black folk with an issue with her baby's features representing her father. We have a lot of that due again to our self-hatred. There have been so many YouTubers that I've watched that have now used their coins from YouTube to change how they look because now they feel pressured, even on their very own platform, to look a certain way. I mean, how ridiculous is that? We're in control now. We're actually free to create the content we want. We can create who we want to see and who other people look at. We are very diverse, but still recognizing that she's your sister and that the enemy is feeding the divisiveness. The enemy is feeding the separation. We don't buy into that. What we do is recognize it for what it is, but still understand who we are and that we are the original. We're not regular. By a long shot. And I'm going back to my TikTok example. You'll have an original and then some other videos get more feedback, becomes more popular than the original video. Right? Sometimes you even forget who the original creator was because this other person who's now doing exactly what the original did gets all the attention. Gets all of the admiration and accolades and followers and loves and likes. And people forget who the original was. That's the black woman. And we can't weaken that to then become diluted. We can't weaken our powers and disown who we are simply because we can be seen as more desirable. But when we are shown for our sex appeal, and now we're too sexy, or, we're only good for sex. It's a really slippery slope because on the one hand, we want to be desirable, but we don't want to be too desirable where we're only seen as sex objects. You'll be crazy trying to figure it out. That's why it's only up to you to look at your organic truth, whatever that is. You're the original mama. Now that brings me to the African woman, the original guardian angel, Obara Shango. The irony of me using a brother to make the point about original goddesses, but it is what it is because he wrote the book. And African women, the original guardian angel. I just want to close with a piece from there so it takes us to the history. It is our hope and prayer that reiteration of the historical data presented in this work will contribute to the realization that the standards and trends of physical beauty as manifested in feminine physique, hairstyles, cosmetics, and fashions were first set by the original Black woman, for she collectively held the position of Miss Universe for untold successive generations. Yes, overwhelming archaeological, anthropological, and historical documentation has revealed beyond a shadow of a doubt that the African woman was the first beauty queen on earth, and the adoration of her exquisite comeliness so inspired the imagination of human creative thought that she was projected into the heavens. That's Bar Shango, and that's out of African Woman, the original guardian angel. I'm going to close by simply saying, first, thank you, Tee Noir, for serving as a source of content for this video. I love the realness of you being honest about not having all the answers. I don't have all the answers. None of us have all the answers. What we are in control of is how we feel about ourselves. We are in control of that. Constantly giving permission for other people to tell us if we should wear bonnets in the airport or in public, how long our eyelashes should be, should we wear weaves or not, what looks professional, what doesn't look professional, who's wifey material, who's not wifey material, who's more exotic. We give permission by imitating what we think is desirable. It's going to start with us first showing and using within our own platforms what the regular Black woman looks like. Adore her, compliment her, praise her, and put her on the pedestal. We don't need to keep getting upset when someone doesn't show in their video darker skinned women, or if the music awards and the television and the movies don't award us for who we are. That's still asking for the enemy to tell you who you are when we already know they created this whole thing to make you feel inferior. So why would they now validate what you look like? And anybody they give a mic to or a camera to on their platforms and within their industries and on their labels is going to mimic what they expect you to think. So you can't expect, even though those Black people may have started regular, they're not going to continue to be regular because that industry needs to sell us something to buy. If you already got it, you don't need to buy anything. You could buy something. I have 3 books. Today's book, Irene Loves Big Earrings, because this starts again with our babies. Some of the very things we're talking about is going to start with being an example for our girls. Irene, what happens when you don't have on the earrings? What happens when you don't have on the weave? What happens when you don't have whatever it is that makes us feel better about who we are? What happens when you can't put on those things, but it's just you, just your organic truth, just you in all of your nakedness? Do you still feel magical? Do you still feel powerful? Do you still feel like who you are? Because that's it. That's who you are. So in this book, you'll see where little Irene, she stumbles across a little issue because she loves her earrings. But what happens when she forgets them? Feel free to purchase this on Amazon, Sandra Roberts. Little Irene Loves Big Earrings. And please subscribe to Spine and Shine. Like this video if you like it. Come back if this is something that you feel that you can support. Thank you for joining. Again, my name is Sandra Roberts, the Sand Goddess. This is Spine and Shine, where you stand in your organic truth without the need of society's approval. And we're going to do that by using history, spirituality, and healing to get back to who we are. Get back to that original goddess.